head to the eNCA Money Desk once more. Devin Morrigan joining me here in studio. So, Devin, the Burger King buyout was blocked by the Competition Commission. There has been huge pushback on that decision, hasn't there?
Yes, they have. And, you know, it was an unprecedented decision to begin with. You wouldn't have thought the backlash would be this strong because, you know, these things happened in the past in terms of the Competition Commission questioning certain deals. But this one was different in that there was an outright saying no. So we want to pick it up there. It was an unprecedented decision, as I said, by the Competition Commission. The Commission saying the merger the merger of the deal of Burger King being bought did not pass a certain threshold. So essentially having a negative effect because it didn't promote the greater spread of ownership. So Langa Madonko is a board member with the Southern African Venture Capital and Private Equity Association. Langa, thanks very much indeed for talking to us. So it was a Grand Parade Investments proposed sale here that was stopped from by the Competition Commission. I mean, this decision, one or many say, could have had unintended consequences for South Africa's foreign direct investment. That's your stance at the moment, but the Competition Commission clearly last week saying it was the right thing to do. What's your take?
Thank you so much, Devin. I think, let me start by caveating by saying, as the South African Venture Capital and Private Equity Association, we fully support and align with the agenda of transformation, and I think we have been a big proponent and a big advocate for it, and have been and our members have been some of the participants in these transactions. However, I think the unintended consequence that this would have yielded is that there's now uncertainty on what and how much weighting is given to issues of public interest relative to the commercial terms. I think one of the things that we found to be concerning was the fact that other issues of public interest had been addressed, and you had an entity that is owned benefiting in terms of the payout from an investor, and those elements were not taken into consideration, or we are unaware of how much weighting those issues had in the decision that the Competition Commission has made. And subsequently, we are worried that the international community may see this as a retrogressive trend in terms of their interest to invest locally.
And therein lies the issue, doesn't it, Langa? Because we're still not clear as to whether or not Grand Parade, and this is one of the country's oldest empowerment companies, will challenge this decision in court. Do you think that such a move would actually be the right one to go, given the concerns you were bringing up with regards to investment?
I think it would be, but as has been echoed and has been expressed, does Grand Parade have sufficient capital to contest this, and how long would that take? And in that environment where Grand Parade is contesting this, we are still uncertain as to the extent to which the Commission considered many of these factors. And over and above the impact that it will have on FDI, you also consider that as a private equity investor, you then find yourself contemplating whether the investment universe to which you can sell for exit has shrunk. And let's say it takes 6 to 12 months for Grand Parade to contest this at the tribunal and then subsequently at the Constitution Court. There's a lingering uncertainty until the Competition Commission can give us a clearer understanding of what the considerations were in making this determination.
I'm just wondering the historical context of such a move or stance by the Competition Commission, because here you have a situation that could have increased the number of permanent employees employed by it. There's also a huge number of investment money or funding that could have come in. At a time when we saw those unemployment figures last week, one would think that you would need as many jobs as possible as a direct consequence of investment. So again, I mean, jobs suffer with such a move, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think we were watching the fact that there was a commitment to increase the number of jobs. There was a commitment to increase the amount of spend that was being spent with black-owned entities. There was a direct windfall for an empowered entity. And now you then say how great was the weighting of this one particular element in the public interest segment of the transaction, that all these other factors would have led, on a weighting perspective, to the Competition Commission saying the transaction must not go ahead. I think, speaking on behalf of the industry, one of the things that we are keen to do is to engage robustly and to get a greater clarity and understanding, which can then be shared broadly with investors all across South Africa and the globe, as to what are the expectations from the Competition Commission when trying to enact a transaction like this one.
All right, Langa Madonko is a board member of the Southern African Venture Capital and Private Equity Association. He chats to us there over the Burger King deal. Thanks very much.